I'm going to go off the reservation here. I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts at home.
Boo
I
this
like the
man.
I like
Shocker.
the I like the Colts here. They're at home. They're coming off a bye. Even though they're on a bye week, they won because before kickoff with the Bills Buccaneers game, they're on the outside looking in. The Bills lost. They moved up from I think it was the eighth spot outside looking in up to six because everything is so log jammed in the AFC. But I mean, let's be honest. At this juncture in the season, this is probably the best running back that the New England Patriots have faced up until this point. And Jonathan Taylor, this guy is a beast. If you could give an MVP award to a running back at this point, it would have to be Jonathan Taylor, just because Derrick Henry was out with the broken foot kind of deal. But I just like Indy at this spot. I know Bill is going to want to take away Jonathan Taylor, make Carson Wentz want to beat him through the air. But my thought here is, yeah, on the road, New England's getting 2.5 points. Indianapolis is favored. But I mean, we haven't seen Mac Jones throw a team back into a game. And my thought is what happens if the Colts somehow get up big? I'm not saying they're going to rush for five total touchdowns, four of them on the ground with Jonathan Taylor. But what if they're in a 17-3 hole going into halftime because the Colts defense is good, and plus Ryan Kelly for the Indianapolis Colts on the offensive line is going to be back off the COVID list? What happens if New England's in a bit of a hole? Before, when they're in the lead or it's a close game, New England could just lean on that defense, make you one-dimensional. You're going to have to throw the football, and they're just going to run the football down your throat with Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris. I just haven't seen the rookie. I haven't seen Mac Jones just throw him into a game yet. So I'm going to lean Indianapolis at this point. It's going to be one of my bets this week. But I got Indy laying the 2.5 at home and keeping their playoff hopes alive, and potentially maybe winning the AFC South because the Tennessee Titans are hot garbage right now, even though they've been playing crap teams kind of deal. So give me Indy at home.
Puma, haven't you heard we have Tom Brady and Peyton Manning reincarnate in Mac Jones? What is?
But
What is
even in
what is
his rookie year,
what is being 10 points or 20 points? Doesn't matter. We got the next Tom Brady. We good, man.
oh god, just give me Carson Wentz, and he's just gonna have to be with the ball, especially with ball hawk and J.C. Jackson back there. You can't have Carson Wentz short circuit throws where he just throws it into traffic and just says somebody's got to be out there. So that's where I'm at in life.
You didn't want to change your betting fortunes with this game. You just want to keep taking those L's. Is that what it is?
Honestly, if the other side of this thing, I was probably going to throw New England in a teaser and tease them up through the 7 key number of a touchdown and probably get them at 8.5. I just really didn't see a team that I wanted to pair them with because all the other games on the board are hot garbage. So I'll just take my chances with Indianapolis at home, laying 2.5.
So now, if am I correct? And I don't keep up with this, Puma. So please correct me if I'm wrong. But wasn't there a major swing? Wasn't the Patriots favored at one point, or do I have that wrong?
No, so it was
+1, I think, at one point.
It was
okay.
+1, and then a lot of sharp money out in Vegas started piling on the Indianapolis Colts. So that's why it's kind of hovering at 2.5. But I mean, let's be honest. New England is going to be a very, very public team in the betting market. I think they're going to be hoping to get New England +3, which at that point maybe I might jump back in on the New England side and hope game ends on a field goal and I cover both sides. But that's kind of why the line shifted to Indianapolis -2.5.
Well, I'm obviously going to go with my Patriots here to win this game, coming off a bye. The Patriots under Bill Belichick have been very, very good after a bye week. Jonathan Taylor, obviously, he's my pick for the MVP. I'm going to be the contrarian to go away from the quote-unquote quarterback award. He's been an absolute beast for this Colts team. He's carried them on his back, his legs, however you want to look at it, through a number of their games. Obviously, he was huge in the big win against Buffalo, up in Buffalo. So he's definitely the number one concern for the Patriots defense. I have ultimate faith in the Patriots, Bill Belichick and the coaching staff to come up with a scheme to limit his impact while trying to make Carson Wentz, make mistakes, make bad decisions, trick him into making some bad throws for, like you said, Puma, the ball hawk, J.C. Jackson back there. On the offensive side of the ball, you're right. We haven't seen Mac Jones, A, come from behind to, win a game, or B, really have to put the game on his back to win. So that's like the one question mark that we still haven't seen, in my opinion, out of Mac Jones for this team. I don't think that the team is going to be in a position where on this Saturday night where he's going to need to do that. I believe that the defense is going to carry them. They're going to win the way that they've been winning all year. They're going to run the ball. They're going to be smart with their play action and their passing game. And, for me, I think they're going to come out the victors here. I think they're going to win outright. Continue their win streak. Puma, you'll be happy to know Parker disappointed me and picked the Colts to win this game.
So you're gonna drop him off at a fire station and be like, "Take my
not
kid."
Yet, not yet, not yet. And you'll know why.
Make him sleep outside. Yeah, I'll take the Patriots to win here as well, man. I said this after the Browns game. I just don't see this team losing again. I thought the one place they were gonna lose that was gonna be up in Buffalo, but that didn't happen. So I think they're gonna win. They're the better team all the way around. And while I love the Indianapolis Colts and their story, and they definitely need this win more than the Patriots do, I just think that the Patriots is just too much for that Colts team. I think top to bottom they're a better team. And like you said, Puma, the one thing that cannot happen, and their best way of winning this game is getting a lead early. If they get a lead of like 10 points in the second quarter or by halftime, and you got to put the game in Mac's hands, I think there's a high chance that the Colts will win that game. But the question I want to ask you guys is, obviously I know going in, Bill Belichick's going to do whatever he can to stop Jonathan Taylor, right? But in the passing attack, if he had to limit one player, would it be, I assume, Michael Pittman that he wants to put his main focus on, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So from a fantasy aspect, should people that have Michael Pittman as on their team, should they be starting him or should they be benching him this week?
Put it this way: if I was in my playoffs, I have my 4 receivers. I have Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, DK Metcalf, and then I have Hunter Renfrow and Michael Pittman. I'm fading Michael Pittman hard this week because I believe that they are going to eliminate him. I mean, he's been a boomer bust kind of guy the past few weeks. He hasn't been totally involved with the Colts. So for me, it's an easy decision. I wouldn't be playing Michael Pittman this week.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Mills is going to be on T.Y. Hilton, and the Ghost is going to run all over his ass.
Don't start.
And looking forward, if somehow the Colts lose this game and they end up at 7-7, their game after that is the Cardinals out in Arizona, which is a hard place to win. Then they got the Raiders, which should be an easy win, and the Colts an easy win. So they've got 2 hard games and 2 easy games. But I think at this point in the season, it seems to be a must-win week in and week out for the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after looking at Arizona last night, they suck at home. So that might be a win for the Colts at this point.
Yeah.
But no, I get where you're coming from, and like on paper, yes, if this is a must-win at this point, because just looking at the rest of the schedule, you do have those 2 tough games there. So. Definitely got to win out, and I think that they have to win here, and I think they're my boy Frank Reich is gonna find some magic for the old man.